Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You're chilling with your girl guys, and today I'm here with another video, and I want to set things straight today. First of all, what I need you guys to understand is that this new variant that we have called the Omicron variant is not a South African variant. It is not a South African variant, but it's just a variant that was spotted or detected by a brilliant scientist, here in South Africa, but it does not originate here. The second part is, if you look at the clinical presentation of this new variant called the Omicron variant, the symptoms are very mild. The symptoms are body aches, sleepiness, headache, slight headache, the mild symptoms that have been recorded so far, they are very mild. And, if you look at, hospitalization, the number has really not increased. It has not increased. Number of hospitalization has not increased. The number of deaths is very low compared to the previous variant that we had, which is the Delta variant. Because remember, with the Delta variant, the deaths were so high. It was on hundreds. Many people died. But if you look at the Omicron variant, first of all, it has mild symptoms, and also, yes, it seems to be spreading super fast because the number of people being infected by it is very high. But if you look at the number of deaths, it's very low. I remember this one time we had 22 deaths. This other time we had 44 deaths. I'm not saying that's a good thing. Obviously, we want to get to a point whereby there's no deaths, but also, we are grateful that, the number of deaths has slightly decreased. So the Omicron variant is not as deadly as the Delta. So I don't know what the big fuss is about. And, this is so bad for us, especially here in South Africa, because, the economy is going to affect our economy so bad. And in terms of tourism, it's going to affect our economy super bad, because we know by this time, people come from all over the world to come visit this side, and we get, a boost, especially this month of December. But what people do not know is that this rule, that was declared just now, that the Southern African countries are not allowed to, travel to the United States, and I think and to other countries, as well as I think Israel as well. This rule, first of all, what we need to understand is it applies to people who are not citizens of America. It applies to them. They are not allowed to go to America. If you're not a citizen of America, you're not allowed to enter the country. But the Americans themselves are allowed to travel to anywhere in the world. They are not banned from traveling or from coming to South Africa or any other country that has the variant. They can come, to any country that they wish to travel, them as American. They are not banned. It's just that the Southern African countries that are banned, So my problem with that is, so if the Americans are allowed to travel to these countries that have the new variant, they can come and get, this new variant and go back to America, and they could spread it all over America. So this means, this new policy that was set to ban Southern African countries, it's not about protecting the citizens of America, because they can travel anywhere. They're not banned. So you can see it's not about protecting them, because if that was the case, then, they should have not also, they should also be banned from from traveling, actually. But that is not the case. So what I see here, this is actually, and I'm just going to say it straight, this is actually, white supremacy and white racism. That's it. It's not about protecting, the citizens of America. It's not about that at all. Because if that was the case, then Biden could have, Biden could have, banned Israel and the other countries. And also, what I need to say is that this new variant is not only here in South Africa. Egypt has this new variant. Europe has this new variant. Israel has this new variant. But they are not banned. They are not banned like the other Southern African countries. They are not banned. So you can see that there's a problem here. There's a problem. This is all white supremacy. And, they don't want to see African countries flourishing. That's what this is all about. They don't want to see African countries flourishing because they are so much power hungry. They are so much power hungry. And this is really what Democrats does. Democrats, they smile and they look friendly, but the policy is just the same. It never changes. They smile, they act like they're friendly, but the policy is still the same. Because if you also look at Trump did the same thing. He banned countries and insulted them, and Biden is doing the same thing, banning the countries, smiling, acting like he's friendly, but the policy is still the same. But on the brighter side of all this, and what I wish Ramaphosa could look into, and I'm so glad that he's traveling to the other Southern African, countries. That is good, because I want Ramaphosa to actually look at, trading more with our neighboring African countries, doing tourism and business more in our neighboring African countries so that we can get to a place whereby, we claim some, independency or be independent and not, rely on Europe or the United States so much. I wish Ramaphosa could do that now, see this as a way of us as African countries coming together and working together, doing business together so that we can claim our independency at last. Because guys, this is just not on. It's not on.